Guys, so I actually just left a strategy meeting with one of my clients that I just signed on for social media. And you guys, like, it's just such a proud moment when you work so hard for something and you finally have like a hang of it. And I feel like this is my, I started in 2021, so this is my 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I've already been in business for 5 years and I finally feel confident again and in my processes and my business and everything, and it just feels so good, you guys. And so anyways, this morning I presented a strategy to a new client that I'm working with, that's a lawyer. And I'm just so excited because we both get to help our community, and she really liked it, and we're gonna start creating content now. And it's just like the best. It's the best when you just work with people that you feel aligned with and you're on the same mission. So it's just exciting. But I'm actually gonna go pick up some coffee for the girl that referred me her as a client, just as a thank you for referring her to me. And then I do have to go to another meeting for another client where we just talk about like weekly updates and any campaigns and launches coming up. And then after that, I gotta get some work done and then go home because we do have a podcast to record. And it is a new month, so you guys can see the month is already off to a busy start. There's just a lot of planning that I have to do today because your girl is traveling the last week of February. But it's just so exciting, you guys. It's so exciting to be able to just enjoy where I am today, because 3 years ago I didn't know what I was doing on my business. Just to be honest with you guys, I was winging it. I was figuring everything out as I went. And so it just feels so good to see like your craft just get better and better as the years go along. And so it's just a reminder, my girlies, to keep following your dreams, keep being your creative selves, keep pursuing your skills. And keep getting better, because sometimes it feels like we're not going anywhere, or it's like, what's the point of learning? What's the point of getting better? What's the point of putting in the hours? But I promise you, it will pay off, girl. It will pay off. Good morning, you guys. I know right now I kind of have bedhead, so you guys are not able to see my new hair, but maybe I can show it to you guys after I take a shower. I got pretty much like a haircut, and I just got the color refreshed until I'm able to dye it again, because you guys can see the color has kind of like worn out. So I really want to dye my hair again and like add some like blonde and brown, but we're gonna do that in March for my birthday, and we need to get our funds up. So but today is gonna be a busy day, so I figured that I would take you guys along with me. We have a lot to do today, girls. So right now actually we're gonna go to the gym because I woke up kind of late. I was supposed to wake up at 5:30, and it has been the week where I got my month. Now your girl has just been sleeping a lot. I don't know if it's just been like a combination of like I've been so busy with the work stuff and personal life stuff that your girl has just been tired and I've been sleeping, or it's just my month that just got here. But anyways, we're gonna go to the gym. Then after that, we're gonna get ready to head out because we do have to go record a client today for content. And then after that, we do have to get some work done. I am so excited to share just a couple of changes with you guys. I think one thing that made me realize, or one realization that I had this month, was that I've done such a good job at working and obviously refining my skills and getting better as a social media manager, because there's a lot that goes into it. And obviously it is my career, but I think there's another side of me where like I'm always preaching about content and social media and putting yourself out there. And so I kind of had to take a little social media break because of everything going on in the news and just so much stuff, that it just made me realize sometimes that it's okay not to share everything. And sometimes we don't have to share everything online. And that's coming from me, y'all, because I share everything online. You guys know that I'm an open book. I mean, at least I'm an open book as much as I can, as long as it doesn't come to my family or anything like that. But I just realize sometimes that we don't have to share everything online. I think, social media is a highlight reel. It is for you to show off and brag about yourself. But I think sometimes we want that validation from the internet, or we want that validation by posting something. And it kind of just made me take a step back being off social media and realize that we don't always have to post everything for social media. Sometimes just keep things to yourself, or just keep something for yourself. And it feels good to be able to just have something just for you, if that makes sense. But anyways, you guys, there's just been so many realizations, and it's only February. So let's get going, and then I'll catch you guys in there. Okay, you guys, so I think my makeup is starting to crease because I've had it on since 7 o'clock in the morning. But we are actually heading to a networking event. Obviously, you guys can hear it in my tone. Your girl is tired, but we are an entrepreneur, so we still got to show up. We still got to network. We still got to meet people. So we're going to this networking event in Phoenix. And I actually think I just got here. I got here right on time because it started at 4 o'clock, so it's about like 4:10 right now. And I'm actually glad I got here a little bit not on time, because then people will already be there. But it looks like the parking lot is full, so let me park and then I'll see you guys when I get inside. These last 2 weeks have been crazy, y'all. It has literally been event after event after another thing after another thing. But I have just been in the mood where I'm just excited about my business again. I'm excited to meet new people. I think for a while I kind of got burnt out because I was just going to events to be going to them. And now I'm very intentional with the events that I'm going to. I really try to attend nonprofit events, events where the Latina leaders are, events where people are paying to get into the door. But let me get in there because I'm excited to meet some new people and really just be present, because I think as a social media manager, sometimes you attend events, and that was also another reason why I got burned out, was because I was constantly working them and not actually being present. So I'm excited. I've just been really excited to meet new people and connect with others, and it's inspiring sometimes to hear other people's stories and just have that reminder that you're not alone in the journey. So let's get in there, you guys. Hello, you guys. So I'm actually downtown today. We are going to a farmer's market. I'm so excited because I don't think I've ever been to a farmer's market in Phoenix, which is crazy because I've been living here for almost 3 years. And I feel like just in the last 6 months or in the last year is when I've really been getting to know Arizona more, meaning going to more community events, going to more events in the city. So I'm like super, super excited. But let's go ahead and pay for this parking, and then we're gonna go get some coffee because I have not had any breakfast and I'm so hungry. So we're probably gonna get a little coffee, a little breakfast, a little something to eat, and yeah, just enjoy and have a little me time, because I asked my boyfriend if he wanted to come, but he had stuff to do. So I'm really excited just to have a little solo date with myself and get to enjoy downtown. Also, this is something that I've just really, really been loving in the last month or so, but it's taking yourself on dates. I think sometimes we put so much emphasis on building friendships, building time to spend with our loved ones, you know, whether you're in a relationship, whether, you know, that be your friends or your family, or whoever that may be. But lately, I don't know how this started. I think it was because I was canvassing to help a friend. And then from there, I just started taking myself out on little dates throughout the week, whether that be buying myself lunch, buying myself a little breakfast, but actually making it like a little self date. Because I think in the past I would kind of just spoil myself with like breakfast, coffee here and there all the time, which, don't get me wrong, that's cool. But I think for me, I'm just learning in this season that, you know, I want to treat myself and I want to date myself as if I was dating myself, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Basically, take yourself out on dates because it just helps you get to know yourself a little bit more, besides like the usual time that you have with yourself. I love my alone time. I love my solo dates because I get to just reflect on so many things that obviously life moves so fast. And I think sometimes we just don't get enough time with ourselves. But let me stop yapping. Let's go get some coffee. Okay, you guys, so it is about, let me see. It is about 3:51 p.m. And so far, I've gotten like a couple things done here and there. For example, this morning I went to go work out. I did a little communication updates with some clients, but I feel like so much time has been wasted today because I was supposed to leave the house at 11, which I did, to go to this networking event. But what happened was that when I got to downtown, I couldn't find the exact place. And so I got so frustrated and got so much anxiety, I just decided to go home. And so I wanted to showcase this because I think these are the things that I don't show on camera all the time of being an entrepreneur, where there's some days where I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not the best at time management. That's something that I'm trying to get better and better at as the years go by. But if you guys have watched my channel, you guys know that that's one of my struggles. That's something that I struggle with, and I don't want to just blame it on being Latina and that's why I'm always late. It genuinely is a struggle because I procrastinate and I say, oh, I'm gonna leave at this time, and then I'm like, oh, I just need to do this really quickly, and then it takes me 5 minutes, and then it takes me another 5 minutes, or I'm like, I need to do this really quick, and so I end up leaving the house so much later. And anyways, you guys, I'm sharing this to share that there's some days as an entrepreneur where you just feel like you let time slip by, or you like lose out on so much time. And I just feel like even with where I live, it's so far away from something sometimes that I feel like I wasted so much time. And even my boyfriend was like, don't look at it like that. It's only like that if you look at it. I'm like, you're right. I need to change my perspective because sometimes I can be really negative, and I don't show that on camera. Like, I can be negative about like little things, and I'm like, oh, there was so much time wasted. Like, you know, I could have done this. But instead of complaining, like something I was reading in the book that I was reading lately with the 7 habits of highly effective people, is that instead of complaining, which is so easy for a lot of us to do, is be proactive. You know, what can you do moving forward? Find the solution right away and don't get stuck in that negative state. Because I know for me, when I stay in that negative state, it almost lasts all day. And then the whole day is ruined, or I'm like, I just had a really bad day today because of one little thing. And now I'm like, oh, everything in my day is bad. Versus when I quickly find, you know, I complain for like 2 seconds, and then I'm like, okay, what's the solution? How can we move forward? How can we make the rest of the day more productive? Then I feel like my day goes better. So anyways, I know I just yapped for a whole lot, but all to say that these are the things that I struggle with on a daily basis, and I'm not perfect. And if you're someone that struggles with time management, you're an entrepreneur, then girl, we are in the same boat. But this is why I'm recording my videos, is so we can get better at it together. So with that all being said, it is about 4 o'clock. So I want to start planning out my photo shoot for my 5 years in business. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm probably gonna get a cake or something so that way I can do some photos because my birthday is coming up soon. So the first thing I want to do is plan on my photo shoot. Then I want to reach out to some new prospects to see how I can work with them in March. This is something that I prioritize every month, is basically just looking at companies' pages, looking at brands, and seeing who would want to hire me. The next thing I'm going to do is do some client work. So there is some copywriting that I have to finish for some client campaigns. And then what else? And then I do have to edit some client videos and try to edit a long form YouTube video. So we got about 5 we got about 5 big projects that I want to finish by the end of the night. The reality is that sometimes being an entrepreneur, you have to balance you time, family time, time with your partner, date night, all that stuff. So I'm probably only going to get like 1 to 2 of these projects done, take a break, and then work much later at night. I don't know why. That's just something I love doing as an entrepreneur. I love kind of enjoying my day sometimes in the middle of the day and then getting back to work on some projects like between like 8 to 10 or sometimes even much later. But let's see what we get done, girl. Let me stop yapping. And you guys are going to hold me accountable to make sure that we're productive. We get our stuff done and we're productive together. So whatever you need to do, turn on YouTube. If you're watching this, put it on a desk, you know, on your computer, desktop, whatever it is, and let's be productive together. So actually, so far, I got 2 things done off my list. I already did some lead gen and I reached out to some businesses to see. Like I was saying before my phone died, I already reached out to some businesses to see who would want to work with me in March. And I actually already planned out the details for my 5-year business photo shoot. So I'm so excited. We're actually going to go look at locations right now. And then I think after that, we're picking up a Nintendo because my boyfriend said that he ordered one. So we shall see. My under eyes look so puffy for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I might have to go home and ice my face because I do have a photo shoot today. So I don't know if you guys remember in the last clip, I said I had to do 5 things this weekend. And yesterday I got the 3rd thing halfway done. So I'm almost done with my YouTube video. I just got to finish up some like captions and adding some music to it. And then I think when I get home, what I'm going to do, because I'm on my walk right now and I want to walk before my photo shoot. So what I'm going to do right now is get home, go to the hot tub, and then probably ice my face so my puffiness can go down a little bit, because I have been staying up a little bit late. I don't know if you guys remember, my boyfriend got a Nintendo, and so we've been staying up late playing the Nintendo, and I got puffy eyes. So we're gonna go on a walk. I'm gonna go home and then use the hot tub, and then after that get some ice so that way I can depuff my eyes, and then after that we will get ready for this photo shoot. Buenos dias, mi gente. Good morning. Okay, so where do I even start? Let's start with the makeup. I wanted to do like this brown liner moment with like the red lippy, and I think the red ended up turning out a little bit redder than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna try to use some lip gloss to kind of like combine it or mix it in, because I'm not a big fan of this red, to be honest. It screams and it reminds me very like Christmassy, and I am not obviously in that mood. So I need to change that. But I did want to give you guys an update on yesterday's photo shoot. So it went really well, you guys. We got such pretty photos. My boyfriend did an amazing job. I cannot wait to show you guys the photos. But the only thing I did not get, that I was looking at the video I recorded before this, and the only thing I didn't get was the cake, and I'm kind of upset. But regardless, the pictures turned out so good, you guys. I cannot wait for you guys to see them. But I'm really excited that I also got those photos, because yes, it's my 5-year anniversary, but also my birthday is right around the corner. My birthday is only 2 weeks away, and I'm just so excited. I feel like there was a lot of things that got really hard in 2025, financially, spiritually, and it got tough, I'm not gonna lie. And it's just been a couple changes. Like the past 3 years since I moved to Arizona, it just has been challenging. It hasn't always been easy, and I think I've shown you guys sometimes, or I have talked to you guys about how there's just so many ups and downs and struggles that you go through in life, and I feel like sometimes you do lose your... Good morning, you guys. So it is about 6:45 a.m. and I'm getting ready for my flight. My mom does not know I'm coming still to Ohio, so I'm so excited to surprise her. But I think I'm gonna do a light beat before I get on the airplane, because obviously I feel like I work better when I have a face beat, but I also want to get some content. So we're gonna do like a light little beat. What I'm thinking is probably just like a little bit of blush. And these are some of my shirts with like my new logo on it. I literally love them so much. I'm so glad I got them done, because I got the logo done like in this like cream brown, and I'm literally obsessed with it, you guys. Also, my pictures came back so good. I cannot wait to show them to you guys. But let's hurry up, because we got to go in 15 minutes to drive to the airport, and then we gotta go see how it's gonna look like, because I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys have seen the news lately, but TSA was shut down. So I saw people getting to the airport early, so we're gonna see how that goes this morning. So let's go for the ride.
You know which one I really like? This one, de sus novelas también de ella.
Good morning, you guys. So this morning we are going to Pilates class. I think I'm at the right place. I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna take my stuff with me.